the frequency in use? No, I knew it wasn't. It's K4PEW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. I know there's never any emergency traffic, but if there is, call 911. If you can't do that, tell us and we'll do it for you. Just tell us where you are and what the problem is. And make sure I got going here. Yes. For information on the net, you go to YouTube right now and see the screen on my radio. You can see what signals are versus your signals. You can see how you can listen to stations you might not otherwise hear. Just due to your limitations, if you're far north and the other station's far north, I'm going to hear them better than you since I'm in the middle of this thing. You can also go to groups.io, get in, sign up for our email reminder list in our group. We are a registered, authorized ARRL club, KN4FKB. You can look it up. We're the only one that advertises ourselves. I say advertise, it's not a good word. Shows us to be a Simplex club. That's our predominant thing. Nobody else. And then nobody active that I could find anyway, except for that Long Island club that hasn't changed their website in about 8 years. Alrighty. And you can also email me at K4PEW at ARRL.net. By the way, that MJSS, put in MJSS on the groups site to get to the our net schedule, etc. And you can also on YouTube, you can just put in my call, K4PEW. It'll bring up a live feed. And I changed the display on the computer thing here a little bit. I think it's better. It makes me, down in the corner, it makes me the screen on the radio huge comparatively. If you got a big screen, boy, you're looking at a really big display of my radio. If you've got one of those 35-inch displays, man, you got a big screen. Anyway, tonight we're doing net numbers 1,160. This is we're starting from the west. The three nets we're doing tonight, well, four, are here on 146.415 FM, and then over to 446.415 FM, and then over to 28.415, 10 meters on upper sideband, and then to 223.415 on the what we call the secret frequency, which it still seems to be secret. We don't see that many invaders into that area. And I never hear anybody on that band, so that's all right. We're making good use of it. Maybe we're setting a good example. Maybe we're just goofy. All right, is there? Let's see. First, we're going to take in check-ins though for short on time, mobile, or first time check-ins, mobile, or short on time.
KN4 TJF.
Hey, Ricky, you're going to have to start getting. You need a bigger watch and get more time.
I know it. Being today is Wednesday, happy belated Veterans Day, and I thank you for your service, Paul.
Hey, listen, you were in the Navy as I was. You know damn well I didn't do a damn thing.
Well, I know, but you know what? You were there, so it counts for me. Appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, you too. You got the luxury of being on a big ship where it was easier to hide.
That's exactly right.
Anyway, yeah. For those that hadn't been in the Navy, skating is the term we use for goofing off. Where is he? Oh, he's skating somewhere. We don't know where he went because you'd hide. But it's hard to do that on a small ship. But we managed. There was Rick, KN4TJF. He's West Ashland City. Glad to have him in there. He's got a great signal tonight. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time check-in? All righty, then we'll start from the west. Please come now.
And 4DJT.
Man, your signal is awesome tonight. What'd you do wrong?
We got the ionosphere all charged up tonight, that's why.
I'm not kidding. It's awesome. It's just a sound. You and Rick sound like you're just in town here.
Yeah, well, as soon as I get these jogging jobs, I'll be like this all the time, but that's all another story. Nothing going on here, man. Just heard you out there. Thought I'd wave a hand, say howdy. Goofing around, and some of us have 49-inch monitors, by the way.
Oh, is that what you have? That's a big monitor.
You have a 49-inch curved OLED. I got it last year. I normally would not have bought this monitor, but it was a 50% off Black Friday sale on Amazon, and this monitor is normally $1,500, so half off. I said, okay.
Oh, I would do this if I had to do that though. I'd have to modify the entire bookshelf above me and all the radios that are hanging from it, and it would be a mess. I do it though.
Yeah, it changed my world. I have my other monitors. I have 34 inches I'm putting on top of this one on the wall. But yeah, this 49. Yeah, it changed my world. I have peripheral vision when I'm gaming now.
Oh no, that's just great. It really is. It makes a world of difference. You know, I work on a laptop a lot, and it's annoying. It's just darn annoying because everything's condensed into a small. You can't. Every time you make the print bigger, you lose things because you're expanding the screen. Anyways, just having a huge screen, it's just a pleasure to sit behind.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you get to a certain age, bigger is better. And it's a lot easier to read than squinting at some 13-inch laptop.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Although really having a good monitor is important. I mean, it's like having clean. It's like having good prescription glasses versus bad prescription glasses. It really is that much of a difference. I would propose that anybody who can afford to upgrade their small screen to a big screen do it now.
Yeah, they're cheap. They're real for even like 34 inches OLEDs are cheap for computer monitors. But it's the way to go. If you can afford it, get a monitor now.
Oh yeah, very much so. Or right after Christmas.
Absolutely, but TVs are dirt cheap now too. And all that screen technology, the price has come down so fast.
Can you? I don't know if I ever told you. Well, I'll tell you again, just for so everybody will know. Way back in the '60s, this had to be in probably '66, '67. I was still living at home when I was 17 years old or so. I remember my father reading an article, and he said, they're going to have a camera. They're going to have a screen, a TV screen. They say, that you're going to be hanging on a wall just like a picture. And I remember thinking, wow, that's space. That's the future, man. I just couldn't believe it was even going to happen.
Yeah, they've got them. They're that thin. Pricey, but I've seen them like big screens, OLEDs that are like paper thin. They've got panels that are flexible. I've seen people using those screens as backsplashes in their kitchen so they can make them look like whatever they want. Yeah, the technology is really crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, I have seen something like that too, and it's hard to discern when you're seeing something there because it'll be a fixed picture, so it looks like a big giant wallpaper.
Oh, absolutely. So out of all the things I was promised when I was growing up, I got flat screen TVs, and communicators. I got cell phones, but I still ain't got no flying cars, and there is no moon base alpha.
Oh man, I tell you what, God is gracious because He's not let us have flying cars because we'd all be dead.
Well, they're getting there. I mean, planes pretty much fly themselves. That's their dirty little secret. Really, the only time a pilot is there is when there's an emergency and for landings and takeoffs. The flying part is all done by GPS.
Oh yeah, except for when they have to fight that software problem that Boeing had.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's what I understand. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, they do have to be there, of course, but and they can turn it all off if they have to fly manually, which I don't know how often that happens.
Well, there is a Jetson hover car. It's a quadcopter. It looks like a single-seat ATV, like frame around it. It's got 4 big electric motors on it. Runs for 20 minutes. No pilot's license required. It's got 120K laying around.
I think I saw the thing. There was another one. I think it was called the. Oh gosh, I want to say it was called the Black Fly, but I could be wrong about that. It was really quite something. It looked like the Jetson vehicle.
Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know if I'll live long enough to see it, but that's all I got, brother. I'll let you get after it. I know you got a lot of folks out there. Enjoy your evening. We'll be listening out. And for DJT, have fun.
Very good. That was Don. Whiskey 4 Delta, Juliet Tango. He is in Bon Aqua. Big signal sign. So I'm hoping everybody else does too. Who else is from the West?
KG4 ILV.
Man, you sound like you're just there in Donaldson.
Yeah, you sound like you're in Mount Juliet.
I don't know. It's amazing, man. What a night.
Touchdown pretty good tonight.
I don't know about that. But anything good going on?
Yeah, just took an easy day. Kind of ran all day.
It was a nice day, though. It wasn't bad at all.
No, it felt pretty good outside.
Is it supposed to get cold again? Is that what I saw on the blurb here?
I think it's supposed to stay fairly warm the next few days.
Okay, so my computer's a few days behind.
Well, whatever. Anyway, thanks for doing the net tonight. I'll let somebody else check in, Paul. KG4ILV. I'll see you on the next one.
All right, stick around, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. That was Jack, KG4ILV in Donaldson, which is in that in the socialist county over there. Who else is west? Over to the south. Anybody south?
Yeah, 4 November, Delta, November.
Oh, very good. I actually stepped on you. I didn't hear you the first time there, David. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Paul. I'm doing very good. It's been a beautiful day, that's for sure. How about yourself?
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, as they say.
I know that's right. We're getting older every day, too, right?
Oh, well, my hips and my joints, they remind me every day when I get up.
Yeah, well, especially when we overdo it, you know?
Well, I'm making a special effort to never overdo it anymore.
I always make an effort, too, but yet I always overdo it.
Well, you do learn that. I know we're slow learners. We forget that we're not 19 years old. It's hard to imagine as long ago as that was. We forget.
Yes, sir. I was speaking with my oldest daughter a couple of days ago, and she admitted that she was a late bloomer. But when I mentioned it, talking about her son, him being a late bloomer, she kind of shut down there, like, no way.
I don't know. No, it's. I'm just thankful I made it this far.
Yes, sir. Me too. Conditions are not real good. You're kind of scratchy this evening, but I guess that's got to do with what?
Well, I've got great copy on you. Really, it looked like you were in a S4 or S5 here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I won't keep you, Mr. Paul. I sure appreciate what you do as always. And 7th grade, everybody on the net. This is KI4NDN in the Christiana community.
Yeah, very good. Oh, it's Christiana. Very good. That was David, KI4NDN. That's November, Delta, November. He's in Christiana. I was going to say something else. Maybe he moved. I think he is. He did move. He's moved somewhere else. I don't think he moved, though. He just moved tonight. Who else is south or east?
KE4TYJ.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hello, sir. I appreciate you letting me check into this fine net here.
We take everybody, man. You're nothing special.
Oh, I know. I understand. I do my best, though.
Everything going well for you and the family?
Yes, sir. I toasted the Marine Corps birthday on Monday. Cooked me a couple ribeyes on the grill, and toasted all my Marine brothers and sisters. And celebrated Veterans Day yesterday. And today was hang out and celebrate me.
I try to imagine, because I don't think I've ever seen any depictions. When they sent the Marines over to Tripoli to go after the pirates, they went over on some kind of wooden sailcraft. I just can't imagine it.
Oh, yeah. My son, being the funny sailor that he is, and was deployed with the Marines more than once, he said happy birthday to all my other fellow members of the Navy who's been hitching rides for 250 years. Happy birthday. And I said, thank you, Hubert.
No, I say hitching rides. They don't always go that way, but it's a good way to go. They have 3 meals a day on the way, you know.
Oh, absolutely. All right, well, I'll let you get back to that, and happy Veterans Day to you, too, yesterday, and the rest of the vets out there. And a happy birthday, 250, to all my Marine Corps brothers and sisters. 7-3 to you. Catch you a little bit later on. KE4TYJ.
Yeah, there's Jimmy fighting pirates down in Woodbury. KE4TYJ. He is a jarhead for sure. Who is next east?
KM4YRS.
Hello, Michael. Anything good going on? I know where you're in Mount Juliet, but you know more than me.
Yeah, no, not anything that I can recall. But I just want to thank you for your service in the military, and it means a lot to the country.
Yeah, no. I feel guilty because I did have a good time. I mean, I did a lot of other stuff, but I did have a good time. I mean, your brother, Rick, you may say the same thing.
Yeah, I was never called. I got called up for a physical, but I was never called for service, and sometimes I regret that.
Yeah, I think it's easy to regret it. I mean, I'm sure you made good out of the years you might have served, and I think people regret it because they hear about the experiences of guys who have served. And mine was really, I had an extraordinary time in it. I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams that I would have done what I did in the Navy. It really blew my mind. Even when I was doing it blew my mind. I mean, one of the ones that stands out in my mind was we were in South America. I'll tell you very quick. We're in South America and we gone to Rio de Janeiro. I just couldn't believe it. I said, I'm in Rio de Janeiro, man. That's like the funny paper stuff, man. What the odds of me being in Rio de Janeiro for a few days? Then we left and we went to another city in Brazil. Then we went back to Rio de Janeiro. We spent 14 days in Rio de Janeiro. It was like, who gets to do that?
Yeah, that's I've never been out of the country, and so I kind of have a regret of missing some of that.
Oh, what are you talking about? You've been to Lebanon?
Yeah, I've been to Lebanon.
Well, that's out of the country, isn't it?
Just about.
Very good. Got anything else? How's your daughter and your son doing?
They're both doing great. Thomas has really stepped up and really helped out while I've been down, and my daughter has taken as good care of me as I got in the hospital. So couldn't ask for it to be better.
No, anything's better than the hospital.
I don't have anything else, Paul. I'll just say back to net control and thank you for doing what you do.
All right, that was Mike, KM4YRF. He fills in for me when I'm not here, or when I don't show up, or I forget to show up. Anyway, he's a good man. He's had his problems here with some back problems, and that's putting it lightly. But I think he'll be back up to full speed here in a few days. I imagine maybe a week. I don't know when he's going to go back to work. Anyway, that was KM4YRF. Who else is east?
KM4HQ.
Hello, Stan. See, you're out in the country. How's Lebanon doing?
Pretty well, Paul.
It's the center of human life over there in Lebanon, over at the square.
Well, I don't know about that.
Anything good going on in the ham world for you?
I was hoping to see the aurora last night, but I forgot to go out and look.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it tonight either. Of course, I got terrible lights around me, so it's hard for me to see that unless I ran out in the country.
Yeah, I have some friends around here that took some pictures of it last night, but I've not seen it here since the early mid-'80s, I guess.
Oh, it was that long ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it here, but it's been seen here since then.
Right. Well, I saw it once, maybe twice when I lived up along the Canadian border there. It was a little easier to see up there.
Yeah, a lot further north than here.
Oh, yeah. Only about 600 miles. Anyway, anything good for the net, Stan?
No, that's all, Paul. Just wanted to check in. Back to net, KM4HQ.
Yeah, very good. That's Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. He's over in Lebanon. Who else is east?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
You probably can't see the live chat, but Steve Junis, Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform is in and out.
Oh, yeah. By the way, who is Aon Shark? Aon Shark. Who is that? I never could figure out who it was. You know,
there is some people that think it's Greg.
Oh, it can't be Greg. Can't be. He's not. He can't be seen.
I have no clue.
Not me.
He just jumped in there. Very good. No, I don't know who that is. I really don't. Aeon. I thought I knew who it was one time. I thought it was. Doesn't matter what I thought. I don't want to malign anybody. Anyway, Steve, if you're there, appreciate you being there. All right. Who else is? Oh, we had who else? Was anybody else east? Up to the north. Hello, man. When you were checked in the last night, man, you were in for the. You checked in and then you like fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I was using a handy-talkie and the battery was dying. I ordered a battery from Amazon, so I should have it tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to keep those things charged up, man. What? You're no prepper, you are.
No, I put all my radios in that big tub of rice in the basement. I don't think I want to eat that stuff anymore.
What? They get soggy, or you just drying them out?
Yeah, that's how that's how you keep the radios nice and crisp.
Well, I suppose that's true. Yeah, but if you leave your air conditioning on, you keep the humidity down. You won't have to do that, will you?
It's a basement.
Well, that's true. You do have a basement. I haven't seen a basement in a while. I grew up with homes with basements, but I haven't had. That's interesting. Are there a lot of homes where you live in Hendersonville that have basements?
No, this is probably I'm trying to think. We might be the only one on the block. There may be another one. I can't remember if I saw one or not. But yeah, it's pretty. It is very rare to have a basement. But on the other hand, it's kind of nice to have in a basement.
Yeah, basements and attics become the repository of a lot of crap.
Is that repository or suppository? All I know is it's kind of a pain to have to clean it up.
Oh yeah. I always wanted a basement that you had those double doors that fold out to just go directly outside. Anything else for the net, Brian?
No, you got to see that lady from the radiology or whatever she's from. I thought that was a pretty good one. I'm wondering why he's driving on the wrong side of the car too. That was the other thing that kind of had me confused on that picture. But maybe you could use that as a you could put some word balloons in it and have fun with it. This is a K360P. Okay, I'll be clear.
What was Radio Oddity advertising? The radio?
Yeah, I think she's trying to sell that radio to him. And it was kind of odd. He's driving and she's working the radio, so it might be that, that's kind of unusual. Or maybe she's about ready to say, hey, you keep talking on this thing every time I'm in the car. I'm going to throw this thing out the window.
Could be. She's asking him, why are you on the right side of the car? I'll have to look at that thing. Is that picture still up on their site?
Yeah, I think that's a site that has, you pay $29, you get a box of rocks worth anywhere near $29, or you can pay $50 and get a $50 rock. I don't know. Those things always get me because I'm always one that suckered in for a raffle type thing.
Yeah, I've got one. I bought one of those $29 ones a couple of months ago. And I was having high hopes, to get some monstrous price. And so what they sent me is a weather station. So I looked up the weather station, sells for $29.
Yeah, and it probably says do not get it wet.
Well, it occurred to me that it's probably, was excess inventory because there's new ones out.
Yeah, I had a weather station. It was kind of neat, but there's a bunch of guys that actually have these really good weather stations, and then they link themselves up to some kind of weather bureau, and their data gets used all over the place.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Tony down in Smyrna had one of those really fancy weather stations, and you can see his weather station from on the internet and that kind of stuff. It's kind of nice, but that's why I have Weather Underground or weather.com, or I mean, there's only 72 ways you can look at the weather for free.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, we beat the weather to death. And I haven't seen the Aurora Borealis here, but I saw it when I was in Montana, Wyoming, so I've already lived.
Oh yeah, it's interesting. It's fun, but you know, it's just a thing. Seeing pictures is usually the pictures are better than seeing them because they get better views of them up there, up in Canada, you know, up in Nova Scotia or somewhere. Anyway, that was Brian. Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa. He is in Hendersonville. Who else is north?
WB0NOO.
I don't know. Can you see that far to see the Aurora Borealis from your northern sector? Mark?
Yeah, I went out and looked for it, but I couldn't see anything.
Well, I couldn't, but the light refraction around my house, I couldn't see crap.
Well, I had some of that too. I think we're going to head out a little closer to the lake in a little bit and see if we can see it across the lake.
Yeah, there's probably too many lights in Hendersonville.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
So you doing anything special?
I'm talking to you.
No, I've never considered myself special. Maybe my mother did, but not me.
Well, that's okay, because I never really considered you special either.
Well, I know what we used to call people who were special when I was a kid.
I'm afraid to ask.
No, he's in special class, man. Special. It usually meant he was what they used to call retarded.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't do that anymore, and that's okay. We got enough names for people.
Well, that term, well, it has been used derogatorily. You could say of any name used derogatorily, but it was actually a real medical term at that time. That's what they called them because they were less up to speed as everybody else. So that's why they used that term. I mean, you could use some other terms the same way, you know. I don't want to say some of them, but you know what I'm saying. And if you use them in a derisive way, you know, it can sound worse than it really is.
You mean like liberal?
Yeah, that's right. Well, there's a bunch of them. Oh, he's a liberal. Ugh. Yeah, no, you know what I mean. Anyway, nothing else going good?
No, I don't have anything else for the net. I'm going to go get bundled up and go look across the lake. If I see anything, I'll report it.
That'd be great. Take some videos. That was Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. That's Mark. He lives up in northwest Wilson County, up by the lake. That's why he's going right now by the beach to see if he can see the Aurora Borealis. Who else is north?
84 CBE.
Hello, Greg. I still don't know who Aon. I wish Aon would tell us who he is.
No, I have no idea. If you don't know, the shutdown's over, so you can relax. And as far as being out of the country, I sailed the Atlantic when I was 6 months old, so take that. And then as far as your military service, I don't care.
You know, they kept saying for that entire thing, you know, bunches of the air traffic controllers were not showing up because they weren't getting paid. And so a whole bunch of them did, and then Trump made a mess of it by saying, not a mess, you know, he said, well, you know, they may not work for anymore, or they'll get penalties, or, you know, and he's going to get bonuses to those that stayed. And they never reported. I just saw it. I don't watch much news, so I could be wrong. But ABC did not, because the one I watched when my wife was watching it, they didn't bother reporting that all of the air traffic controllers, 100% had access to emergency funds from the credit union. I believe it was at no interest.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. They said today it was only down, there was like 3%, I guess cancellations or whatever, or down, it wasn't down much. It'll take it a few weeks to catch back up, but I'm all for giving them bonuses for the guys who hung around. Nashville didn't seem to skip a beat, but they've got a controller who's been there a long time who's a joy to listen to. He's real good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, those guys are really Lake pilots, commercial pilots, they're real professionals.
Yeah, he's really good.
You have to point him out to me, and I'll listen to the tower again.
Yeah, I think he does often do tower, which is 118.6.
Right. Now I have it programmed into this radio.
Yeah, very cool.
All right. Anything else for the net, Greg?
Next, take me on the next KD4CV.
Very good. That's Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Hendersonville. Who else is north?
KD4 VW.
Mr. KD4 VUW. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I was wondering if we're going to see the Northern Lights again. Seen them last night. Walked out on the porch out there and got a good view of it. Didn't need a camera at all.
Oh, that's great. Was it pretty? I mean, was it very large to you in your view?
It wasn't too big of a spot that I could see, but it was red. I mean, it was real apparent. It wasn't like it was a couple of years ago. I was telling some of my friends last night elsewhere about, and I don't know when it was. This has been a number of years ago. It wasn't in 24 and it wasn't in 20. This was back, I believe I was still working at the time, sometime maybe 13 or before 13. I come home and I got out and I thought there was a forest fire to the north of here. I was like, dang, something's burning. I finally got in the truck and drove up the road towards 52. Right before it starts dropping off, you can see pretty far to the north. And when I got to that point, I was thinking, well, there's nothing burning, so I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's all red like that. And then I found out what it was. It was Northern Lights. But it was huge then and real apparent. And last night, I was lucky enough to see it. I know I heard a bunch of them talking about it on the other radios and stuff, and they were talking about using their cameras and stuff, and I thought, well, I probably can't see nothing. But I went out there, and it was real visible to me. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe where they're at, maybe it's a little different, from our perspective, And they're talking about possibility of doing it again tonight, so I don't know. I might go out there and take another peekaboo and see if I see it out there tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go talk to the Disney people because they're the ones that sponsor the whole Aurora Borealis things, man.
Yeah, it takes an awful lot of watercolors, don't it?
It does. No, it's pretty. It's pretty. Like I said, I've seen it. I saw it up north, but I've never seen it down here. Anyway, of course, I lived in Florida for 35 years, and you ain't seeing crap in Florida.
Well, they were saying on the TV, they were showing it on the news there, and people down in Manchester, that's south of you. But again, it might have something to do at your angle of looking at it. I don't know. I know all those guys I was hearing on the radio in various places, they're talking about, oh yeah, take your camera if you do this and that, and I guess they wanted the pictures. Some of them were saying, if you take your camera, you can do this and you can see it, and I'm going, okay, well that don't. I've seen like here a while back. My neighbor was doing that, and I never did see it in the sky, but she was taking her camera and being able to see it with the camera on her phone, and I just thought, well, maybe I won't be able to see it. But then I went out there and got a pleasant surprise. So I don't know, but I guess we'll find out later on. Anyway, you doing okay?
I'm doing great. Anything else?
I guess not. I guess I'll hook you up and let you get some more check-ins there. And hello to everybody out there on the net. Hope you all having a good time tonight and staying warm. KD4 VW, turning it back over to net control.
Very good. That was Carlin. Kilo Delta 4 Victor, Uniform Whiskey in Angeltown, Bethpage. Who else is north?
November 8, November Hotel Tango.
Hello. What's up with you, man? Where you been?
I went to the breakfast, the veterans breakfast with my son. They had it at station camp a couple days ago. I got a free breakfast. Then I went later. I was off that day. I got some free food at Olive Garden.
Oh, wow. Was it packed at both locations?
Yeah, the school thing, they had all the parents with immediate family members in the military. They had a breakfast for us with coffee and stuff, and then you do like a march or walk around the school with your kid. and they get to, be with their dad for a little bit, or mom, or whoever it is.
Oh, that's pretty good. No, at the time I went, it was at a Golden Corral or a place like that. When I was in Tampa, and it was like crowded. The place was packed, and the line was about 50 people long. I said, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, at Olive Garden, no, I got right in, but I went at like 2 o'clock, so I went on. But they had like a certain menu you could choose from. I got like all I can eat soup and salad. I'm like, okay, I can dig this. This is a pretty good deal.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's a nice gesture by the restaurants.
Yeah. It's good to hear Michael in here. Yeah, so something's wrong with my back. It's like it feels like I threw my back out, but it's like, I'm having trouble walking around because it's so tight. It's been this way for like 2 or 3 days. I was hobbling around the better thing. If it doesn't get better tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go to the VA. But I want to find out what's wrong.
Oh yeah, I know what you're doing. I haven't had those problems in a while, but I have had it where I had to go for physical therapy because I could barely turn my head from right to left.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. If it's like if a disc is ruptured, if I have some kind of hernia or something like that. But it's starting to feel like it's not just going to go away like when you just throw your back out. So, and I don't know what I did. But I lifted a big cactus with my son, but it was hurting before that. So, who knows, man? I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. I got a job. I'm going to work at least half the day, and if it isn't any better at all, I'm going down to the dang VA. But all right, yeah, Paul. That's about all I got to say, man. K4PW. This is N8NHT. Thank you for your service too, shipmate, and I'll say back to that.
Yeah, very good, Swabby. A flag waiver. That's a skivvy waiver. That's what we used to call you. That was Hayes, November 8, November Hotel Tango. He was part of what he did in the Navy was running up on the signal shack where the signalman would be. They don't have that rating anymore, so it's gone. Just like Boilermen are gone. Who else is north? North or anywhere? Hello, Larry. You're a little rough, but I got a good copy on you. Very good. Anything for the net? Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra. Yankee Victor. If he can make it in, everybody else can too. Anybody else out there? All righty. We're going to have to call in for the losers list here. Oops, almost knocked my teeth out there. I'm calling all dilly-dalliers, spudders, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater chunkers, shape-shifting lizard people, moon landing deniers, moon occupied by aliens, both the kind that are alive, humans up there from other countries mining the backside, not their backsides, but the backside of the moon, and then aliens who actually are living in the moon because it's actually, it's like a spaceship for aliens. Flat earthers, flat earth deniers, maybe aliens living inside our Earth. You never know. Scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end-time survivalists, Bigfoot believers, and all else. Please come now.
The losers list.
Well, you know what they say. You snooze, you lose.
Oh, okay. That kind of loser. Okay. K1SPD.
See, you can use, well, I don't know if you heard me earlier, you can use words like when we used to say, back when it was a clinical term, people would say, no, he's retarded. But it wasn't a bad term. It's just that he was retarded. He was whatever the description was at the time. They were slow learners or, they had mental faculty problems. But when we call him now, he's retarded. It sounds bad.
Yeah, that's not a politically correct word, is it?
Oh, every word these days seems to have some political or a connection that makes it sound bad. I mean, your mother and dad grew up with the word gay, and it did not mean what it means today.
No, it sure didn't. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier today, about things how it should be.
Well, there's nothing wrong with change. Obviously, everything changes. I mean, we wouldn't have all the things we have today if it wasn't for changes. All the technological things and just everything. You know, I mean, the differences in the way things are run, the educational systems, I'd like to think are better, although that's probably not true. But you know what I'm getting at. The change isn't bad, but it's bad when we start to live under what an Orwellian society. That's when it's bad.
Yep, certainly. Alrighty, we'll carry on with the Nets since I'm the last loser to check in, probably. K1SPD.
Well, you're not. No, you know what I mean. You know what I meant by losers. Those who you lose, you snooze. No, you snooze, you lose. That's it. You snooze, you lose. Well, good to have you in there, Scott. That was K1SPD. Big signal out of Laverne. Anybody else? That was number 15. All righty. You were 41 minutes into the net, and we're going to move right over to 446-415. 446-415. We'll see you there. Very good. We're here on 446-415, looking for check-ins from. Well, we'll start the same way. Starting from the west, please come in.
KG4 ILV.
I'm surprised Don isn't in there too. That was Jack in Donaldson, or Don in Jackelson. No, it was Don. Jack. Who else we got in there? Anybody else west? Surprised Don in the Bon Aqua didn't hang in there. Who else is south? Okay, who's east?
KM4YRF.
All right, it was Mike in Mount Juliet. KM4YRF. Who else is east?
In the south, K1SPD.
Very good. K1SPD. We got Scott in Laverne on 70 centimeters. Big signal as well. Conditions are very good tonight. Who else is south or east? Where'd Stan go, man? Does he not check in on 70 centimeters? Go wake him up. All right, anyway, who else is north? Anybody north?
KD4CVE.
Good, we got Greg in there. KD4CVE in Hendersonville. Anybody else? We had 15 check-in on 2 meters and besides myself, 4 people on 70 centimeters. It sounds silly. Anybody else on 70 centimeters? Anybody anywhere?
Paul, you got me right.
Yes, yeah. I said Mike in Mount Juliet. I'm pretty sure I said that, but anyway. People just do the 2 meters. Okay, I'm going to bed. Who else is out there? Oh man, what a bunch of losers, man. They all dropped out. There's 5 of us in here tonight. Big 5. Really? There's nobody else here? Or they all just hiding? By the way, that thing that's got... Are you looking at... That guy that's Aeon Shark? I don't know who... I really don't know who that was. He says he was... The last time he checked in, he was under the I-95 bridge. Well, there's no I-95 bridge here, man. I-95 is way over in... Where is it? Eastern Tennessee or the Carolinas, isn't it?
Runs along the coast.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what he says on the list there, on the people putting their what do you call it, whatever you call it, the chat. I don't know who Aeon Shark is. It says Aeon Shark, and then it has a. If everybody's looking at it on YouTube, it says Aeon Shark, and then it's got a little symbol. I don't even know what it means though. It's because it shows him as number 2. I don't know what that little like crown and then number 2. And then he checks in again. It still shows crown number 2. And then it shows crown number 1. It says it's a vanity tag. I don't know what that means. I don't know. And then he sounds down below. I don't know if that's the same person. It says Francis Armstrong, KI4 EJ or HEJ in and out. Don't know who that is. I don't know. Anybody know? Look up K. Somebody want to look at that for me, please? K. I can't remember. Hold on, I gotta get closer. KI4HEJ, Hotel Echo Juliet. I guess it's up towards Bowling Green.
Paul, the thing is, the first post on there was from me, and I said, where can I get the fragrance-free repeater repellent? And then the anonymous shark said the last time he checked it was under the 95 fridge.
Huh. I don't think it's anonymous. It's AON. Just AON. Like Aeon, whatever that means. Could be anonymous. I don't know. Just can't spell. Anonymous would be ANON. Anybody else got an answer to that before we jump out of here and go over to 28.415? No, that's all right. We'll live. Mystery's always good. And we had K3 Whiskey Echo Romeo checked in too. This is good to hear you. I don't remember who that is. I'll have to look it up. All right, we're going over to 28.415. We'll see you there. Mike, would you announce it on 146.415?
I sure will.
Thank you. And I'm going over to 28.415. Alrighty, here I am on 28.415, upper sideband, looking for check-ins from anywhere. Ah, you sound real good, Scott. K1 SPD in Laverne. Anybody else?
November 8th, November Hotel Tango.
All right, nice big signal from Hendersonville with Hayes. November 8th, November Hotel Tango. Who else? Sound good, Greg? But do you hear? You must hear Hayes pretty good, huh? Hayes, the one before you, November 8th, November Hotel Tango. I thought so. He's got a big signal. Anyway, that was Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo in Hendersonville. Who else is anywhere?
KM4YRF.
Very good. We got Michael in there, KM4YRF. Was there somebody else in there too?
KG4ILV.
All righty, KG4ILV. Big signal there too. Who else? That last one was Jack in Donaldson. Anybody else out there? All righty, nobody else. 6 of us in there. I just find it interesting. We got to find out some of those people I know either don't have 10 meters or they just can't reach us, like David down there in Christiana. All righty, I guess we're going to kill that for the moment. There was 6 of us in there. Glad everybody would come in, and we'll see you over on 223.415. K4PEW signing off.
73s, everybody, at 8 MHP.
Good night, YouTube. Good to have you.